Hi everyone and welcome back. First of all, apologize for the delay on submitting videos, but I am on holidays and also I'm a little bit sick, so I have not been able to upload any video. Today I would like to speak about the talismans because they released the second set of talisman. They have released a lot of things during the last 2 or 3 weeks. And first of all, I wanted to focus on the talisman ones. So before starting with the second level of talisman or second set of talisman, I would like to discuss the last three talisman that were released. First one was Orion, if I don't recall wrong, which I believe Orion was armor. Okay, like I don't have Orion, I don't use too much Orion. I think it's good or was good with nature, it's good with Helios against Jasmine or against critical hit teams, but it's in my list of heroes and I will do probably I will do first Galahad and Darkstar, and then after that I will need to think to do Orion, Keira or Celeste, looking for the new hero that has been announced in 1 month and will be released in 1 month. But this is my idea so far. So probably maybe at the end of the year I am able to do it. Maybe no. Let's see. Okay. The another talisman that was released, people were asking, was the physical attack of Isaac. I got a good roll, which is two purple, one gold. I have tested all of them. So I have tested all the combinations possible with JJ. So using Judge, Julius, and Isaac, with Sebastian, with Nebula, with Lara, with Astrid, all the possible combinations, using also Sebastian, Jasmine, with Lara, Isaac, and Julius. I don't see any big improvement. Of course, the talisman is very good for him. I probably is the best talisman. This or maybe armor penetration. So it's a very, very good talisman for Isaac. Probably one of the best, as I mentioned, but I don't see any change. Still, JJ or Progress Team is still behind. The current meta, which is Dante Octavia or Oya Tristan with Kayla or with Jasmine. These type of teams are better. So as a third or fourth team, better you use and you have it, works very well against all meta teams. With JAA was one of the strongest, but it's nothing like crazy. One thing I realized is particularly versus Tas, so versus Tristan, Artemis, Fafnir. If you play with Nebula, Ginger, JAA, with the talisman of Isaac, I see that now before they used to win 9-1 with tough, sometimes 10-0. With the talisman, sometimes it's 9-1 or it's 8-2. So it's the only thing I have seen a small change there, but nothing really important. So you didn't get it better. And then the other one has been Magic Attack for Aiden. This has been a very, very good talisman. I like it, but it's a combination of things happen here. So it's a combination of Aiden getting the magic attack, but also Aiden getting the health skin from the hero way. The change is quite interesting, quite important. Particularly, I saw Corvus with Oya Tristan, Kayla, Aiden working very well. If Aiden is like 60 and Kayla is 70 or above, I see sometimes Aiden being able to save Kayla from the enemy Corvus altar, which is quite interesting. Okay, so I see an improvement, but I have tested with both of them at the same time. And I believe the health skin is the one who is doing the change more than the talisman. If you got the talisman better, it's a very good talisman. But again, a unique talisman is not going to change the game. Okay, it's not something like this. Okay, this is for the old talisman that we're missing, and now we have the new talisman. Important about the new talisman, as you see, I have two here. This one and this one is, or what is important here is that you cannot stack them. It's not just stack. You need to decide. For example, I have right now the first one. I go to the second one. I do equip, and then I got the second one. I go back to the first one, equip, and I got the first one. So the idea will be you need to use different talismans depending of your situation, of your battles. This is very good. I think this is very nice. No matter that you decide which talisman you would like to play, to know how to fight against particular teams. So I like this. Saying this, a lot of people will think the second talisman is going to be better than the first talisman. This is not true. We will need to see what happens. It's not always like this. So there will be situations where you talisman one is better than talisman two. Also, will be good to have both for testing, but doesn't mean that the second talisman is better than the first talisman. Okay. Particularly, my advice is we go to heroes, and the heroes has agility heroes, and they got a good talisman. It's going to be difficult, and the second talisman will be better. And I will explain this. As we know, the first talisman is always the main stat of the hero, 2000. So agility, strength, or intelligence, and then 1.5 skin approx, depending of your role, on one ability, in this case critical hits. Whereas the second talisman is going to be one ability like physical attack, magic defense, armor penetration, all these type of things, and then 1.5 of the second ability, the same than the first talisman. So the difference is, whereas in the first talisman is always 2000 of the main stat, the second talisman, the main stat, or the first stat, will be a little bit more than what an skin provides you. So with the first talisman, an skin is around 1,300, so 2,000 is quite a little bit more, like 1.5 the full skin. Whereas with the new talisman, it will be a little bit more than one skin. One skin of physical attack is 7,000. This is 8,000. Okay, what I said is agility heroes is the second ability. So the one here, these three roles are better. Or why I think the agility heroes, if the second one is good, there will not be too much change with the second one, is because agility gives you 6,000 of physical attack. 6,000 of physical attack is almost one skin, right? So between 6,000 to 8,000, there are not too much difference. However, if we go to an intelligent hero, and let's go, for example, to Heidi, the first talisman gives you 2,000. Is the number is the same, it's 2,000, but 2,000 of intelligence only gives you 6,000 of magic attack. It gives you other things like magic defense, but this is not really very relevant. The relevant here is the magic attack. It gives you only 6,000, whereas one skin of magic attack, and we can see here, gives you 10,000. Okay, this is the difference. Talismans, at least the first subset of talismans, work much better for agility heroes than strength and intelligence. Okay, so if you have a hero that got a good talisman, let's go, for example, to Astrid, that got armor penetration, the best that he could got or she could got, and is agility hero, so it's 6,000 of physical attack, is already a good talisman. I don't care what is going to be the second talisman, but I don't think so will really make too much change versus the first one. Okay, this is something to take into account. Whereas intelligence heroes are the ones who the new talisman could be better for them, because now they will get maybe 11 or 12,000 of magic attack as a first stat. Is much better than 6,000 of magic attack. Okay, this is very important. Saying this, particularly for me, what I'm going to be focusing for second talismans is for the talismans that they were bad. For example, I know Iris, the first talisman, was horrible. It was magic defense. This is very bad. This is almost the worst than she could get. It's true that she got 6,000 of magic attack, but Iris already has almost 100,000 of magic attack. Having 6 legs or 6 more is not important, whereas magic defense is not what Iris have. Okay, so this is what I will look. And particularly, in my opinion, the heroes I will look for this change will be Iris, who got magic defense. Jasmine got critical hit, is not a good talisman for her, despite what people could think. And the main reason is Jasmine does not do damage until she ultimates. And when she ultimates, does a lot of damage. But when she ultimates, she has this ability. Then give her 33,000 of critical hit. Why then you need 5,000 more of critical hit? When you have the default critical hits plus 33,000, so why you care if you have 40 or you have 44 or 45 of critical hits? Okay? Take this into account. So I think Jasmine will be another one that will change. Astaroth is another one that I will recommend, because the magic defense of Astaroth is not something I like too much. So I think Astaroth is another one that I will check to see what they release. After that, to be honest, maybe Massey then got armor, but it's okay. Depends. It will be situational. So depending on the when to use it or when don't to use it will be better or worse. Okay, you use in first land Massey, so maybe armor is a good idea. So to recap, Jasmine for sure, Iris for sure, Astaroth is a maybe, Massey is a maybe, and the next one is clearly is Sebastian. He got armor, doesn't make any sense. Another hero I will count, so this will be the fourth one. And then if we continue, Julius, another one, he got armor penetration and it was not needed. One thing here is because he got 2,000 of strength, is 80,000 of health. So it will depend a lot on which other skins he gets. If it's critical hit, then it's a waste of time. Okay, take this into account. And then, to be honest, let me see. See, it was good. Tristan will be very similar to other ones. I don't have it. It was health, and it was the one from 10,000 VIP points. So I would like to see what happened with Talisman. Talisman, the second Talisman of Tristan. Okay, and the next one will be for sure Amira. Okay, she got health. I don't like too much health, but also could be because she got 6,000 of magic attack from intelligence. Could be depending of the situation. And then after that, I believe is will be Jorge. Then got magic defense with health, and he doesn't need anything. So for short version or recap, Jorge for sure 100%. Something I would like to change. Then it will be probably let me see, Julius, another one, and Sebastian, Astaroth, Iris, and Jasmine. These are the heroes, but I will wait for the second talisman because I think the second talisman is going to be very difficult to be worse than what they have. Anything else is not really valuable and only will improve a little bit. So, for example, if we go to Heidi, let me go to Heidi. Where is Heidi? Oh, sorry. We go to Heidi, for example. She got intelligence, 6,000 of magic attack, and got armor. And in the position that usually I play with Heidi is in position third. Having armor is not very important. And the new talisman gives you, instead of 6,000 of magic attack, gives you 15,000 of magic attack close by. So it's 9,000 more. It's one skin of magic attack more. And it gets dodge. Then somehow can balance the increase of armor. So I think this talisman, for example, is a little bit better. What happens if you only have this one here? It's okay. There is not that much difference between one to another. Okay. And also when you have got a hero with a very strong talisman, like for example Dante, that is agility, which I mentioned before. Agility heroes with good role in talisman are very good. If you go to this one, say, oh, I am going to get the new one because it's better. So I will show you the results of comparing these two talismans to show you that really there is not that much difference. Okay, going to my battles. I'm playing out of okay, here. So I have been testing new talisman, which is in red color. Old talisman is blue color. Okay, versus this team, which is the old Amira or traditional Amira Martha with Dante Nebula Octavia. With this team, I was getting 10-0 with the new talisman. With the old talisman, I got 8-2. So you see, in this case, old talisman is better. Versus you see in that case AXA, which is Astaroth, Cesa, Aiden with Jorge and Faceless. 10-0 with the new talisman, 9-1 with the old talisman. Versus the version of Lara Aiden, I get 10-0, 10-0 with both of them. Okay, very careful with this team, by the way. With the new skin of health, the talisman of magic attack, if Dante and Lara are level 70 or 75, you are going to have problems. Okay, be careful with this. I cannot say more, but be careful with this. One important thing, by the way, I didn't mention, my Dante is level 75 of glyphs. Max out, level 75. So it's five levels less before we really completely max out all the glyphs and everything. Okay, the next match is versus the traditional Adio. As you see, there is no difference at all with all or new talisman. Okay, it's not a good team in defense. Moreover, you go with Octavia, but to show you this. And then finally, versus the traditional Jasmine, Morrigan with Sebastian. And this was very interesting because if you have Sebastian, probably the old talisman should be a little bit better than the new one because you have critical hits, whereas the new talisman doesn't have critical hits. But you see, there is no difference with this team. You're still getting 10-0. Okay? And this is what I wanted to show you. So, in other words, there will be talismans that, depending on the situation, you will change one other. For example, the one of Heidi. There will be talisman that, because they were very bad the previous role, particularly Iris, Jasmine, Julius, Sebastian, Jorge, maybe Amira, Astaroth. Except for these teams, okay, for these heroes, I think these will be the ones that you need to change. And then there will be others where the different, like for example, the one with Heidi, the different will not be enough to pay. So you get it for free and you have crystals to max out the talisman, get it. But for example, if the Heidi one was a VIP or behind 60,000 emeralds, probably I will not get it at all. Okay, so I think it's not super bad news after everything. Like, it's okay. I think I like the thing of changing between talisman. I like that you can not take the talisman because you will have another talisman maybe, or you have already another talisman, or you can choose between the two talisman which one you would like to get. Okay, so hope it helps. Let me know if you have any questions or anything that you would like to test it. Have a good day.